Capricorn, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you, Capricorn. To see what's good for the rest of September. However many days is left, right? At least we have at least a business week left. Anyway, as you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here, share this video with someone that you love. Let's get into it. Everything you need to know about me in the description box below, okay? Let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, soul, sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, and north node to see what messages you have for them for the month of September, or the rest of the month of September. Please protect this space from any negative energies. Only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like half-assing something, or doing it real quick. You know, not putting your all into it. The energy being off, or you being distracted. Hey, Vicky, baby. The energy being off, or being distracted. I also really feel like someone knowing, or someone being able to feel you. They could just move on. They choose not to. For some of you, they do. They know what's wrong with you, but they move on. You know, if you're not going to say anything, I'm not going to say anything. Some of you take this personally. You think this person doesn't care about you, but at the same time, I feel like someone not wanting to trigger you, or having to wait for the invitation. Human design being relevant somehow. Human design being relevant somehow, depending on who they are, they may not be able to be the one to take action, right? You know, for an example, a projector has to wait for the invitation. I'm a projector. The projector has to wait for the invitation. You have to let someone know that it's safe. You know, and not that they always do so, or someone always does, but someone also finds that they come across too aggressive when they don't. Or certain people take things the wrong way. You know, you got a ton of advice when I don't fucking ask you for it, but when I could really use it, you ain't giving it to me. You know, that energy, that's how some of you feel about someone. You know, but I also really feel like someone has found, or someone is trying to establish balance. Someone's not trying to always overstep, or always lead, or always give their opinion. You know, be open to receiving as well, or being open to being asked to do something, invited in. Anyway, or this is you. This is happening internally with you, and this is what you need to do. But also for some of you, there really is something about getting divine downloads, talking to spirit, getting messages, having visions even. You know, about this Knight of Pentacles, this King of Discs in reverse, this Knight of Wands in reverse. I just feel like somebody coming around that you don't want to, or someone coming around who's self-serving, you know, only when it's in their best interest. You know, I feel like you having the awareness, you having the foresight, you know that someone's coming, or you can feel them, or you'll be able to see, you'll be able to feel them. You'll be able to be 2 steps ahead of them. I feel like this person acting irrationally, or acting on passion, acting on, you know, on anger or passion, or, you know, being driven without thinking by their impulses, is giving overly emotional man, you know. That energy, overly emotional man. Ain't nothing more dangerous than an overly emotional man. You know, it can't control his emotions, can't lead with logic. You know, that energy out here. You know, having to watch this. For some of you, you see this. For some of you, for my Capricorn masculines, heavy on the finally realizing this about yourself, getting to a point, a recent blow up that you had somehow, losing out on someone somehow, you know, could have made you really look at this. For some of you, you don't realize you stayed in a connection. Your strengths now is something about your awareness. You realizing you stayed in a connection way too long because of the results that it had. Some of you, it's your spouse, it's your significant other. You know, they have certain habits that is now passed on to your children, or you are the child. You're really seeing, you know, you can be an adult, but you're really seeing where you've taken on certain ways that you know your father had, your mother had, whatever, you know, and you like, I can't do this. I see what I'm doing. I have to heal this, you know. 444 on the clock. Hey, Angela, baby. Much love from Switzerland. Sending all my love back to Switzerland, baby. You know, I also really feel like a Scorpio tainted something. Scorpio taints something. So for shout out to those of you who have Scorpio placements, I feel like a Scorpio gives you something that isn't clean. It's supposed to be helpful, supposed to help you, supposed to nourish you in some way. But it isn't clean, it's tainted. Or someone wants to give you love, someone wants to give you emotions, but it's not clean, it's tainted in some way. or you heavy on the, or watching this, I feel like a spiritual bath is low-key giving spiritual bath. Someone's not cleansing the way that they need to cleanse. You can't be in certain spaces without cleansing, or you can't be intimate with certain people without cleansing, especially super spiritual people. That energy out here, you know, or you tried to give them this and it wasn't, you know, for some of you it's not a Scorpio, it could be a Cancer. A lot of Cancer energy. Chariot is out here, you know, it could be Pisces. Pisces is out here, High Priestess is out here, Chariot is out here, and I'm hearing Scorpio clear as day. So all waters, heavy water sign energy. But anyway, you know, I feel like it finally hitting you or hurting, you know, you, or it finally hitting. The realization might hurt, it might be heavy, but it finally realizing, you know, you have to do something about someone is problematic. You know, I thought it would go away, or you've been ignoring something, you've been trying to maneuver around a certain energy, operate around it, you know. Be a better version of yourself, be more understanding, be more patient of yourself or others in some way. Find different ways to cope or to deal with what you've been avoiding, what you know to be a problem, what, you know, the next level of what you require, which would literally, you know, require you to have some follow through. Crazy shit is I don't feel like you're there yet. Your strengths is coming into this awareness. You know, maybe talk to you a week from now. Your strength will be you will have said what you needed to say. I almost choked getting into your energy right before I went live. Throat chakra, clearing out that throat chakra. There is some shit to be said. I also I'm in here and my womb is throbbing, you know, in pain in your energy. A lot of sacral healing going on. You know, I feel like a lot of sacral healing needing to happen. The inner child being angry, being rambunctious. Even your children being angry, being rambunctious. You know, some of you don't honor that. That's part of what makes them beautiful. And when I say your children, for some of you, that's your art. You know, you listen to me as an artist, as an MC. Some of my songs are absolutely beautiful, and some of them are really ugly. Some of them are really mean. That's a part of who I am too. That's a part of me too. That's a part of certain things that I experienced, I went through. Something about this connection being with your children, but also your art, my babies, my creative projects, my art pieces. Some of you don't want to. Baby's okay, daddy's there. Somebody must have got upset or got hurt. That's Luna crying. That's Aries moon, and Aries is really emotional, and Aries moon is really emotional, or an Aries is crying, and Aries is emotional. A lot of Scorpio energy coming through in a real way, but what was I just saying? I just lost my train of thought when she started crying. I just want to make sure Daddy's downstairs. Give me 2 seconds. You got him, Daddy? What was I just saying? I literally was saying something and I wanted to finish my thought and Luna distracted me. The moon distracted me. The moon could be relevant. It's the new moon in Libra. Oh, I don't know. If you remember what I'm saying, let me know. But this is this download of you can't look the other way anymore. You have to tell the harsh truth, or you gotta be hard on someone, or you gotta discipline them. Oh, the children, the inner child could be really rambunctious. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Art. Art. Some of you don't honor, like, you know, your songs or your paintings or, you know, your fashion designs or, you know, there's something about your art is your baby, all works of it, all of it. And there's something about not thinking that the ones that you create when you're in a certain mood or energy are beautiful or are good or are necessary. Oof, or serve a purpose. They're on purpose. They'll reach who they're supposed to. Whoever's supposed to want it. 10:23 on the clock. 1, 2, 3. Whoever's supposed to want it or need it will be called to it. They'll want it. They'll need it. They'll purchase it. They'll ask you for it. You know, and they'll appreciate the darkness in it. Right? This is heavy on the embracing our whole selves, being in balance with our higher self and our lower self, our lightness and our darkness, honoring this energy coming into this new moon. But I also really feel like there's a lot of heaviness that needs to be cleansed off of you, a lot of bitterness somehow, heaviness that you're holding somehow about someone else around children. For some of you, that someone went ahead and had a child without you, you know, or went and had a child you were against. You know, I don't want to have a baby. Someone got pregnant by accident, and someone uh, yo, you went and had a baby without them. They don't like that shit. Or they went and had a baby without you. They don't like that shit. You know, some healing still hasn't happened since then. It has to go. You might need to sing. The inner child is singing. Fucking 5 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago, she was screaming her head off downstairs at the Scorpio, her Scorpio brother and her Virgo brother. So shout out to a Scorpio and a Virgo getting their heads ripped off. Someone cursing a Scorpio and a Virgo out. The Empress cursing them out. But also now she's singing to heal her throat chakra. Feel me? But also because she loves it. It's her passion. It's what she loves to do. But I also really feel like some of you just have darker emotions somehow that you have to process or get through, and use your art to do so. People will want it. People will be receptive to it. People will want to keep it. Will want to purchase it. They won't even want to talk about it. They won't even question. They won't even want to fight about it. There won't be any contrast. There won't be any conflicting energy with the art that you create because of the magic that it holds. Because of the way that it fucking translates. The way that the art speaks for itself. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fucking clock. I've been seeing them all day. No bullshit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 21, 1, 2, 3. The synchronicities in a real way. You getting in your way. You be overthinking certain shit. So a lot of this is being super gifted and not taking action. So you know, but for some of you, your weakness out here is that you're bitter this way. Your weakness out here is that you've moved on from something, ran from something. You know, you still hold a lot of heaviness in your heart. Need a lot of heart chakra healing. Someone's mad. You mad someone went and had a kid without you, or someone didn't have an abortion or got rid of the baby, or you're hurt that you got rid of the baby, or you hurt that you took a loss. I'm sorry for your loss. Or you hurt that you can't have a baby. I'm sorry for your loss. Finding it hard to make peace, finding it hard to heal that, make peace with it, you know. Find ways to honor your children that have passed, or honor the relationships that have passed, that have ended because you chose to build a relationship with someone else, build a relationship with yourself. Fuck this connection. You know, I've lost myself here. I decided to go build a real relationship with myself, and I've had to sacrifice this. You know, some of you are still holding on to residual energy from that. Some of you haven't cleaned out your wounds energetically, spiritually, emotionally. You know, some of you haven't honored that you can create in other ways. Some of you haven't been creative in commemorating. Is that how you say it? Is that the word? You know, honoring someone that has passed, or your children that have passed, or lovers that have passed, relationships that have passed, you, old versions of you that have passed. What are you doing? How do you honor the you know, there's something about visiting your old grave. Oh my God, I know that sounds a little morbid. Shout out to Scorpio energy. Scorpio ain't gonna think that that's so fucking morbid. Visiting your own grave. Some of you need to visit someone's grave, someone that you love. For some of you, it's your brother. It's your brother, it's your sister, your sibling is just like you, so much like you, or your dad. You're your dad's twin. You're your mom's twin. You're somebody's twin. You gotta go visit their grave. You haven't, and this is what you feel. The problem is that you gotta go visit the ancestor altar, love on them. Some of you go talk to your ancestors, but you don't talk to certain people in particular. I did not come to be to say all this. I was supposed to leave 5 minutes ago. I said what I said. I just came to give the messages. Anyway. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you want to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation. Follow me on any other platform or subscribe to my Patreon, which I highly recommend. So much amazing content up there. I just did a live last night about the rituals, different rituals we could be doing for this new moon in Libra. You know, I did some individual card pulls on IG for it. And that's on tier 1 of my Patreon. Go check that out if you haven't, to get some ideas and need a little inspiration. Okay? I love you. It's your girl, Mercy Big Body Benz. Runs out. I'm the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.